Iranian top target hit in $10 million precision strike. U.S. kamikaze drones used to overwhelm Chell says Operation Epic Fury likely paired expensive precision assets against leadership compound with cheaper suicide drones. Israel struck its key target in Tehran Saturday in what a defense expert has described as a multi-million-dollar precision-guided attack alongside a broader offensive involving U.S. waves of lower-cost kamikaze drones. Chell, CEO of drone manufacturer Draganfly, told Fox News Digital the campaign would have likely paired advanced and costly assets against Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's compound, while U.S. forces used cheaper drones to overwhelm on land, air, and sea. U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, also confirmed that the drones were deployed for the first time in history. CENTCOM's Task Force Scorpion Strike, for the first time in history, is using one-way attack drones in combat during Operation Epic Fury, it said in an ex-post before adding that the low-cost drones, modeled after Iran's Shahid drones, are now delivering American-made retribution. Saturday saw an overwhelming daytime attack with incredible intelligence to target the leadership and a strike on the compound possibly costing tens of millions, Chell said. That would likely have included expensive, precision strike drones or manned aircraft in highly coordinated attacks to ensure success, not necessarily the lower-cost, one-way version of the suicide drones, he explained. The U.S. has this lower-cost alternative to hit everything at once, but then the very expensive, high-precision assets would likely have gone directly after leadership on Saturday, Chell added. A senior U.S. official confirmed to Fox News that the compound strike was a wildly bold daytime attack. It caught the senior leadership off guard on a Saturday morning during Ramadan and on Shabbat in the daytime, the official added. We hit the senior leaders right out of the gate, the source told Fox national security correspondent Jennifer Griffin. Iran's military, government, and intelligence sites were targeted. An official briefed on the operation also told the Associated Press on condition of anonymity. A handful of top Iranian leaders were killed, including the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei addresses the public on the 47th anniversary of the Iranian Revolution, according to Iranian state television in Tehran, Iran, February 9, 2026. Iranian Leader Press Office, Anadolu, Getty Images. President Donald Trump also announced Saturday that Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei had been killed in the strike. If drones were involved in that top target attack, it would have been the very sophisticated MQ-type or Global Hawk-type drones, Chell said. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said other attacks across the country were being done to remove threats. As previously reported by Fox News Digital, those targets included Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, command and control centers, Iranian air defense capabilities, missile and drone launch sites, and military airfields. Chell described how those secondary targets would have been hit by the U.S. with the cheaper one-way kamikaze drones before adding that the strikes seem to be an excellent example of mass overwhelm at a new level. Iran fires missiles at U.S. bases across Middle East after American strikes on nuclear, IRGC sites. Chell suggested Iran's defenses were likely degraded well before the strike began because of the coordination. I think likely the defense systems, communication systems, were overwhelmingly compromised, he added. And so, I think they just overwhelmed them, he said. I'm sure there would have been days, if not even weeks, of work and preparation to take out those defense communication systems. They would have compromised those defense communications in some way through electronic warfare or cyber attack. Echoes of a new dawn, precision, drones, and the geopolitics of overwhelm. The early dawn glowed faintly over Tehran on a Saturday that will be etched in history, not for its sunrises, but for its explosions. On February 28, 2026, an operation with a name as thunderous as its implications, Operation Epic Fury, unfolded across Iran. In this meticulously orchestrated campaign, a top target was struck with startling precision, an attack that defense observers estimate may have cost something in the region of $10 million just for the leadership hit alone. Yet the most striking feature of this assault was not merely its cost, but its style, a blend of ultra-sophisticated strikes paired with swarms of inexpensive kamikaze drones designed to overwhelm. The target and the technique. At the core of this dramatic offensive lay a strike against the compound of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, a figure both geopolitically central and symbolically towering in Tehran's power structure. According to recent reporting, this was not a random bomb dropped from 30,000 feet, but a precisely calibrated strike, likely involving costly precision assets or drones, purpose-built to find and destroy a specific facility on a Sunday morning in early Ramadan. Defense expert Chell, CEO of drone manufacturer Draganfly, described how this multi-million-dollar precision strike likely targeted the leadership directly while an entirely different class of weaponry roared in around it, scores of cheaper, expendable drones launched by U.S. forces to overwhelm Iran's defenses. This dual strategy, precision and overwhelm, isn't merely a tactical innovation. It's a conceptual one. Swarming the sky, kamikaze drones in the modern era. At the heart of the overwhelm portion of Operation Epic Fury were U.S. kamikaze drones, often referred to in military parlance as loitering munitions or one-way attack drones. In this campaign, the U.S. employed its Lucas drones, developed by U.S. firm SpectreWorks, which resemble and are inspired by Iran's own Shahid series drones, but with an American twist. These drones aren't flashy stealth jets or hypersonic missiles. Rather, they are light, cheap, and designed to be mass-produced, each unit costing roughly $30,000 to $35,000, a fraction of the cost of a cruise missile or high-end fighter mission. Yet their potency lies not in individual lethality, but in collective saturation. Imagine a cloud of insects overwhelming a car's windshield, not with force, but with sheer numbers. That is the philosophy here. By launching waves of these smaller, expendable drones from land, sea, and air, the U.S. military aimed to flood Iran's air defenses. Radar systems, anti-air batteries, and communication networks can track and tackle a limited number of high-value targets, but when dozens or hundreds of low-cost drones approach at once, even the best-resourced defenses struggle to keep up. This tactic reverses decades of thinking in air defense. Rather than seeking a singular silver bullet, it bets on multiplicity, hundreds of smaller weapons in place of a few extraordinary ones. In doing so, it turns doctrines on their heads, overwhelming not with cost but with cost-effectiveness. Beyond the battlefield, multidimensional war. While the physical strikes were dramatic, what's unfolding is as much intellectual warfare as kinetic warfare. Chell and analysts alike emphasize that overwhelming Iran's defenses likely involved more than mere numbers of drones. Integration of electronic warfare, cyber attacks, misinformation, and pre-strike disruption of